Welcome back to Crawford-Clark Close-Up. This Christmas marks a near decade since we said goodbye to the Wests and the Shipmans and the entire ensemble of the beloved Gavin and Stacey from the pens of Ruth Jones and James Corden. With the comeback 2019 Christmas special now aired, it's time to rank our favourite 10 episodes of the show. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to the channel at the top of the page so you don't miss out on any new content as soon as we upload it. Come and find Crawford-Clark Close-Up on Facebook and Twitter, and drop us an email with suggestions for future reviews on the channel in the new year to crawfordclarkcloseup@gmail.com. We'll try and keep this ranking as spoiler-free as we can, but I'm guessing you've seen Gavin and Stacey or have an interest in the show if you're checking out this video. Just before we start, let's give an honourable mention to the first episode of Series 3 from 2009, which saw baby Neil's christening, where Doris couldn't be asked to make the salad, as she's bitter that Nessa still owes her loads of money. Though certainly a bit character in the first 3 series of the show, Margaret John's spunky Doris, who lives next door to Gwen in Barry, was fantastically funny, given some of the best dialogue, and it was lovely that Ruth and James not only wrote in a little toast to Doris in this year's Christmas special, but that they also dedicated this new episode to the memory of the great actress who left us in 2011, aged 84. So we begin our top 10 with Series 3, Episode 2. It's curry night round the Shipman residence and everyone gets drunk. Stacey is also getting increasingly frustrated as Gavin is too drunk to have sex as they're trying to have a baby. At number 9, it's Series 1, Episode 3. Stacey and Gavin both have different experiences breaking the news of their engagement to their respective families. Pam and Mick decide to throw an engagement party for the pair, and both families are clicking until the couple reveal that they're going to get married in Barry, and Pam hits the roof, starting a huge argument resolved by middleman Bryn. In 8th place, we go back to the very beginning with Series 1, Episode 1. Gavin and Stacey decide to meet in London, having spoken to each other over 6 months. This is a brilliant introductory episode to the show, introducing Uncle Bryn and his rape alarm, Gwen and her omelettes, establishing Pam and Mick and their relationship, whilst also revealing a little more of Nessa and Smithy than we needed to see. At number 7, Series 2, Episode 2. Smithy comes to terms with the fact that he's going to be a dad, and Gavin and Stacey have morning sex, which everyone else can hear downstairs at breakfast. Sitting just outside the top 5 at number 6, we have one of the later episodes of the show, Series 3, Episode 5. It's a summer episode, with everyone down the beach at Barry, though it was shown at Christmas 2009. A simple but fun episode that involves almost all the gang on solid form. Beginning the top 5, we have the brilliant Series 2, Episode 3. Stacey is demoralised back at Pam and Mick's as she keeps getting rejection letters for jobs. Smithy turns up crying at Gavin's workplace, contemplating suicide, but in one of the best bits of writing in the series, asks Gavin how many Nurofen would finish him off. When Gavin tells him hundreds, Smithy can't afford that if he wants a holiday this year. Sheridan Smith and James Corden have great chemistry as bickering brother and sister. Nessa and Bryn practice their duet. Nessa has her scan. Smithy and Bryn work out together in his new gym in the spare room, and people think that Doris has died in the middle of her fish and chip dinner. An excellent episode. At number 4, we have the newest, this year's comeback Christmas special of the show. After almost 10 years, the principal members of the original cast return. We get an almost revelation from Pete and Dawn. We get to see the actual young actor who was the original Neil the baby, playing Neil the slightly older baby again, and we learn that Gavin and Stacey have been busy naming their kids after members of the royal family. The hour-long special introduces a potential fiancé for Smithy, Bryn cooking Christmas dinner for everyone in Barry, a duet to end all duets of a Christmas classic, and a cliffhanger that we won't spoil if you haven't seen it yet, but let's just say the show isn't ending here. This comeback episode drew the biggest Christmas Day UK TV audience in more than a decade, and with its nostalgia for the early episodes as well as its familiarity and coziness for original fans as well as newcomers to the show, this was a terrific return from writers Ruth Jones and James Corden. Kicking off our top 3, we have Series 2, Episode 5. Bryn is pulling his hair out trying to organise a barn dance for Gwen's birthday, and Gavin and Stacey are becoming stretched to the limit, to the point where Stacey decides they need a break and stays back in Barry. An endlessly quotable episode that's one of the highlights of the second series of the show. 2 episodes to go, and at number 2 we go back to Series 2, Episode 1. Following their wedding at the close of Series 1, Gavin and Stacey return from their honeymoon, and they all go out for an Italian, where Smithy discovers he's going to be a dad, and Pete and Dawn are trying to introduce some spice into their marriage by inviting a third person into the mix. This is a brilliant ensemble episode with everyone bringing their all. Everyone loves a Christmas-themed comedy special, and the Gavin and Stacey special from 2008 ticks all the right boxes, making it our number 1. Nessa is Father Christmas for the kids in Barry, and Gavin and Stacey have to let the families know on Christmas Eve that they're moving back to Barry as Gavin has found a job in Cardiff. A perfect episode with some of the best laughs of the first 2 series of the show combined. So, those are our picks of the best of Gavin and Stacey. Let's hope Corden and Jones don't leave it quite so long again before bringing this fantastic cast of characters back. Let us know your favourite Gavin and Stacey episodes and moments in the comments below, and if you enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe at the top of the page. Coming up, we see in the new year 2020 with a ranking of the Skywalker saga of Star Wars, and we take a look at some of our personal favourite movies of the last decade. Thanks for watching, and until next time, that's a wrap.